All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Due to popular demand, a lot of you guys have been asking me, yo, how did you build your Meliodas? Yo, what did you do for your axe? How did you do this? How is your Meliodas so strong? How is your cooldowns resetting? I'm going to break down everything about my Meliodas and how I built it, what gears I'm using, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and break it down and let's get right to it. So, hero info. We jump in, we are at 22k, well 22.8k with Meliodas, right? We have 22k attack, 19k defense, 53k HP, and I'm gonna press triangle so y'all can see the stat details. I'm gonna hide my webcam. I'm gonna go over this super quickly. You guys can pause on the screen if you need to pause, so I'm just gonna scroll down and then scroll back up. Hopefully you guys got everything. Just pause it if you need to pause it. Now, one of the notes that I have that I want to point out, I do have 36% crit chance. It was a little bit higher before, but I re-rolled my weapon. I re-rolled the enchantment on my weapon and I lost my crit chance. But that's neither here or there. I'm gonna break down everything in terms of my damage, and I'm also show y'all some boss runs too. So first of all, let's start with weapons, okay? My axe. This is my axe that I used. It is a level 6 black flame energy. That's the level 6 skill on it. I need one more limit break. It has 4.3k attack. I went ahead and enchanted. I got darkness damage maxed out. I got a max line right there. And I got darkness attack increased 38%. Now, a really good line would be crit chance for me, because with the axe, you guys want to get your crit as high as possible so you can take advantage of the high crit damage that you guys have on the axe, because this is the only SSR axe and it comes with a substat of crit damage. So the axe doesn't hit that many times, so you want to be critting with the axe to deal that really massive damage. So trying to get your crit rate up is going to be, the best bet for you. Now, moving on, we have the gluttonous longsword. I also have this level 50. Now, my goal here is of course I want all my SSR weapons level 50. I have the level 50 dual swords as well, but I want to limit break as well. I want to limit break my swords as well. And I'm going to give you guys a secret hidden tip that you're not going to get anywhere else. This is why you come to my channel. If you guys know, read the bottom. It says weapons not in use provide 30% of their attack. So if you know you're maining one of the 3 weapons, let's say you're a longsword main, what you want to do on your sub line when you're putting in your enchantments, what you want to do is, I'm going to show you real quick. So we're going to go over to enchant, right? If you guys look at my enchant, it says equipment attack. Why would I put this heroic purple bead on my dual flame on my black flame dual swords? Because only your equipment attack gets 30% of your equipment attack gets transferred. So the only line that can get transferred is the equipment attack line. This line, if you put this on your sub weapons, it actually counts towards your total equipment attack, which then gets transferred 30% to your actual stats. So let me break it down some more. I know it's a lot. Let me break it down. So this one is what you want. You want this purple heroic one right here. And if you go into the lines it can provide, you see it can provide equipment attack. Attack percentage does not transfer, only equipment attack. And but correct me if I'm wrong. I've never rolled a percent attack line, because I think you can only get them from these regular ones. Attack increase, I don't think that transfers though. But if you have that and it does transfer, let me know, then I can reset my lines. But I know for a fact these purple beads, the equipment attack on these purple beads calculate into your actual damage for your main weapon. So you guys want to just use these beads, get a line of equipment attack, try to get a max line. I was able to get one or something close to it. I got 774 on this one, and then I got, boom, equip that, and then I got a max equipment attack line on this one. So that's why I put those enchantments on my sub weapons, to increase my total attack. Now, moving on to armor. Oh, if you guys want to know how I limit broke my axe so fast, I'll show you guys exactly how I grinded out crafting SSR weapons, because you can craft SSR weapons, salvage them into the fragments you need to limit break. But I can show y'all that. Let me know if y'all want that video. But moving on to simple defense, right? This is the engraved set for Meliodas. This is what you want to use if you're using the axe and the axe only. Why? Because it gives skills, it gives you like bonuses related to infernal release. So once you have Infernal Release, you gain normal skill damage, and the only way to get Infernal Release is by using Axe. It's an Axe skill. It's an Axe passive. So yeah, don't craft this if you're not using Axe, because you're not going to get the benefit. Okay, so basically I got the level 2, ups my normal skill damage, and then it has a 30% chance if I'm attacking the opponent's back. I have a 30% chance to decrease my cooldown by 85%. That's why you guys see me, when y'all see me farming those bunnies, I was resetting my cooldown so much because of this skill right here. Works on bosses too. So, you know, when you're using your skills and you teleport behind the enemy, because that's part of what the axe can do, you have a chance to reset your special attack cooldown. Boom. Now, armor wise, accessory wise, I'm using the Arcane's Melody Ring. This gives crit chance. Now you can roll a second line, the chance based bonus. You can roll a line of crit chance on that too. I'm still trying to get one. I have one for Jericho, but it's just not a high gear score. So unfortunately, I got to keep grinding out hell mode to get that 120 gear score ring with a chance based bonus line of crit chance for extra crit. And then these other 2 accessories, I just put whatever I had on it. These aren't the best in slot at all. I'm still working on trying to figure out like what can go in certain places. But I do know that the Dark Chaos earring that you get from the Miner's Dungeon, that has crit chance line on it. So try to get that. That has a crit chance line on it. So I'm going to try to get that, but it's a 5% drop. Moving on to mastery. All my mastery is maxed out. Okay. If you guys are wondering why my Meliodas is so strong, because I maxed out literally every single mastery. Now, the little tiny nodes, you know, the little tiny stars right there, you don't necessarily need to max that out unless you're trying to get the potential. But if you don't need the potential, if you already have your Meliodas maxed out in potential wise, you don't need to max out the little star nodes for your sub weapons. You could just do the main, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 nodes with the Roman numerals on it. You could just do those. But I went ahead and got them all done because I wanted the mastery, the potential associated with it. Potential, of course, I haven't maxed out. I have all 10 potentials on my Meliodas. That's why my damage is, doing the damage that it's doing, because I have all 10. So that breaks down my Meliodas and everything about him. Now, I'm actually going to break down everything. I'll break down my whole team, might as well. But it's not much to look at past Meliodas. So with Jericho, the only thing, like as you guys can see, I don't invest in my Jericho at all. The only thing that you need from Jericho is to build burst. At least for my team, that's how I use Jericho. I just use her to build burst and then switch to Meliodas to do the damage. So that's why I got her engraved set, the Holy Knight with a star-shaped visor. What this does is, I only have it on level 1. So this is like the worst it can get. If you craft this, you might get lucky. You might get level 2 or even level 3. But this basically helps you increase your burst gauge. So as you're doing your normal attacks, it increases your burst gauge when you're attacking the back. And if you guys know, when you use Jericho's special skill or normal, when you use the circle, I play on PlayStation. When you press circle and use that skill, it teleports you behind the enemy, and then you kind of like just do your normal attacks. You start wailing on the enemy. This helps increase the amount of burst gauge you get from that. And then a good set for Jericho, if you guys have the extra resources and you feel like grinding it out, get the Twisted Thought earrings, or get the whole set actually, because the whole set is going to give you 15% extra all elemental burst efficiency. And on top of that, this earring comes with a subset of all elemental burst, and then you can get a chance-based bonus of extra elemental burst, which I got lucky and pulled myself. So definitely try to get that if you can. It only helps. Is it mandatory? No, but if you want to min-max your Jericho's burst, go for it. Now, why do I have Griamore and why do I have Tiore on my team? Let me explain. Griamore is for the shield. As long as I have tag, I have a shield. That's really like the main focal point of Griamore. If I have a tag, every time I do a tag attack, he grants me a shield. And on top of that, I went ahead and crafted his set engravement, which also gives more barrier efficiency. It also gives this skill called the Reliable Shield, and you can use this Reliable Shield skill without him even being active on the field. He can be on your bench. Like basically he can be on your team. You don't have to have him out. I can have Meliodas out. Meliodas can take a hit, and there's a 10% chance that a shield will get summoned and I get 40% extra defense. So it's really, really clutch. I'm telling you, this is really, really clutch. Helps provide more sustainability for my team overall. And that's really all I have like really on him so far. I do plan on like trying to get more of like accessory pieces to help him out. I'm going to try to get more defense percent on him because his shield scales with defense. And I'm going to try to get more barrier efficiency on him as well once I figure out ways to get it. But right now, this is pretty much all I have. If you guys were wondering my mastery, I don't have him all the way maxed out yet. I'm still working on getting all the stuff maxed out. And then potential wise, the goal for Griamore, if you really, really want a strong barrier, you want to get him all the way to potential 9 because potential 9 gives a 50% extra barrier generation. And then, where is it? Potential 8, of course. When you get that defense increase, that helps as well. So that's the goal. You don't have to have it that high, but I'm just saying if you really want to min-max your shield with Griamore, that's what you're pushing for. Now with Tiore, the reason I have Tiore is I think she has the best heals in the game. To get the best heals, you're going to need her set effect. I don't have enough to craft it just yet. I'm super close. Still trying to get a pair of revived top from, I believe the spider boss drops it. In the boots, I need both of those, and then I can craft another set. But I'm trying to get her set effect. I'm working on it. I should hopefully get it soon if I can get lucky enough. And what that set does is basically just increases her heals. That's really all it does. And then potential wise, if you come down here, you want to try to get the potential 9 because it amplifies your normal skill HP recovery by a whopping 60%. Yes, crazy. So that's why I think she has the best heals because all of her like potentials are heal focused, and her engraved set is heal focused. So you can kind of get some nutty numbers, especially when you min max and then since her healing scales with her attack, of course you can get SSRs in every single slot and limit break every single slot, and then use your enchantments to add more equipment attack, and then you could probably get some insane heals. I'm guessing now. I don't know for certain, but I calculate that I can get over 10k per tick with this character. When you use your normal skill, it can get that crazy. So I don't know for certain yet. It's going to be a work in progress for sure, but eventually I will get SSR weapons for Tiore maxed out level 50 with max limit break and stuff like that. But this is my Meliodas, so I'm going to hop into, I know I've been rambling. This is my team lineup, so let's hop into some dungeons, and I'm going to break down the damage, and you guys are going to see it for yourself. Let's go. All right, guys, here we are in the Hell Mode Dragon boss challenge. I would have did the spider, but the video is already so long. I just want to show y'all the damage. I don't want to keep y'all forever. So here we go. So I start out with Jericho, and I just wait for the dragon to spawn in. He usually spawns in about right around here, this area. He'll drop down. And actually, he just, yep, boom, right on me. You see how fast the gauge is building up? Dang, I thought I was going to tank through that. See my gauge reset right here? So we did have health right there. Now, is this the best way to beat the dragon? You can beat the dragon much faster with different team comps. But like if you use Bug and Manny, you can definitely like clear it. But in my honest opinion, when the harder content drops, I think we're going to need shields, we're going to need heals and all that stuff, and that's why I run this lineup, because I could definitely clear this dragon much faster if I use Manny and Bug, but I don't know. We'll see when harder content comes out if we're still able to get away with stuff like that. You see that shield popping up right there? That's the shield from Griamore. Oh. Gotta dodge these spheres. He's gonna summon one more. And I just walk to the right, usually get away from everything. Yep. Now when he drops down, he's gonna fly back in the air soon. So I don't do anything just yet. He's gonna fly back in the air. Yeah. So when he comes back down, then I'll go and switch to Meliodas. Now he's gonna do one tail attack. Let's see if I can kill him before he does this. Yep. There we go. And dungeon clear. That was 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Is it the fastest run ever? No, but that's the Axe Meliodas. Again, if you want to make this build even crazier, just run Bug and Manny, and then probably you can get, you know, things going faster. I don't know if you can get the chain ultimate though with the Axe Meliodas. I'm not sure, but I know for me, this is what I do to get the damage on my Meliodas, and it's pretty solid. And you have sustainability if you need shield. Again, just whenever you feel like you need it, I just switch to Griamore. I tag to Griamore. I get the shield and I go back to either Jericho or I go back to Meliodas and do damage like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. See you on the next one. Peace.